welcome back. I've been working on a couple of Tomahawks here. I got the bodies all shaped up. I have them wrapped around the drift, roughly forged, so I opened them back up and got everything cleaned up. I also got the bits ready to go. These are some spring steel bits. So we're going to go ahead and take one of these. We're going to close it up and forge weld it all together, and we'll call that a video. So hold on, let me get everything hot and we'll get started. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is get this closed up. We're going to get everything hot. Get some flux in it. Alright. Some flux down in here. Woo. Hot. Heck, I'm missing. Ooh. Alright, let's go ahead and bring this thing closer together. Not hot enough to forge weld yet. Awesome. Alright, that feels like it's stuck. Alright, so I'm going to open this up a little bit. There's some flux in here. We're going to get the bit in there. Alright, some taps, close it back up. Uh-oh. All right, let's get out here on the end. going to get the drift down in there a little bit now. Just go ahead and straighten everything out in the vise. Line up the eye. So I got the drift in, and as always, it kind of opens up right in front of the eye. If you wrap the hole too small, so I'm just taking another forge welding heat. Alright, I'll put the drift back in it, make sure everything's straight. Alright, so it's a little crooked. I'll have to take and straighten that out in the vise. Alright, so I'll get my mark in here. I have another one to do, but the garage is up to like 130 degrees, and I have to be honest with you, it's getting kind of hot. Makes more sense to do it while everything is hot, because I don't have to wait for the forge to preheat. But I got my limits. Just so you know, I ran a bead of MIG in the front of the eye, right behind the body, just kind of help reinforce it. Just something I do, and I think it makes for a nicer fit in the handle. You don't have that little void that V right in front of the handle. All right, so I think I'm just about going to call this forging done. I'm where I want to be on the drift. Everything looks kind of straight. Hold on. All right, everything looks straight. Got my mark in. So I'm going to go ahead and do some brushing and see if I can get some of this scale off. Some light taps. That'll break it off. But for the most part, this forging is going to be done. Everything is in the rough. So, yeah, I'm going to take a few heats, do some brushing, let it normalize a little bit, and we'll bring it back after I grind off all that excess and show you what we wound up with. Alright, so let's go ahead and wrap this video up. After the forging, I took it over to the belt sander and got a profile on it. Just got a rough finish on here, 36 grit belt. This one is ready for heat treat. I'm not going to heat treat it in this video. We're just going to knock it off here. I was hoping to get 2 of these done today, but it just got too hot. At one point the garage was up to like 130 degrees, and yeah, it's just getting kind of ridiculous. So we did manage to get this one done. We'll get the other one done, and maybe I'll do a video heat treating both of them and get some pictures later on down the road when they're completely done. So my goal is to get at least 5 of these up in the near future. This is the second one that is almost done. I got one in the house that is done, ready for handle. Of course, the one that was on the anvil when we started that we didn't get to. You know, maybe I'll work on that throughout the week. Maybe I'll get that before next weekend and have 2 of them going into heat treat next weekend. But all in all, for what we had to work with, the temperature and whatnot, we did manage to get this done, and I get some handles ordered. So I want to share with you guys real quick that I've been getting my handles from a place called Crazy Crow. They do have a website. You can order them online. It's Crazy Crow. And yeah, they're selling hickory handles for $6.25 a handle. I had been getting my handles from hatchetsandaxes.com, but the price of their handles are all the way up to $19.99 now, and it's just getting kind of ridiculous. You know, I got to order 5 handles and it's $100. Yeah, that's getting kind of ridiculous. So the handles that you get from Crazy Crow, it's just a hickory stick. I mean, there's no finish on it, the whole 9 yards. They're a little bit rough, so you do have to do some sanding on them, some finish work. But for $6.25, it's well worth it. Most of the handles I do wound up getting burnt and oiled anyways, so the finish is pretty much irrelevant to me. Most of the time it got burned off anyways. So I will say this, if you're used to the handles from hatchetsandaxes.com, the Crazy Crow handles do come in a little bit thinner, so just be mindful of that. You know, make sure you have a drift that's going to fit the handle, the whole 9 yards. It's not really a lot that's noticeable in the feel of the handle when you hold it, but it is noticeable in the eye here. So the first couple ones I did with my drift after I bought those handles, I had some gapping issues and I had to go back and fix it because I didn't realize that the handles were going to come in thinner. But they do come in thinner, and but it's still 100% American hickory and $6.25 a handle. You really can't beat the deal. So I figured I just wanted to pass that along, share it with you. If you're buying Tomahawk handles, check them out. Get some decent handles for a really good price, and yeah, hopefully save you some money, especially if you're a thrower and you break handle, stuff like that. Hopefully they have a handle that'll fix fit your tomahawk head. So, but all in all, we're going to go ahead and shut this video down. We'll go ahead and get you some close-ups of the tomahawk after the forging in the profile. And if you like what you see, hit the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe. And if you don't mind, you can share, whatever. And check out my store at Metalman Productions on Etsy.com. That's at Etsy.com. And eventually, I hope to get at least, I hope to get 5 more of these up in the near future. So when I make tomahawks, I usually make a run of them, and then I get on to other stuff. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled if you're interested in something like this. You can find it at my Etsy store. So I'll go ahead and let you guys go and say thank you one more time, and we'll see you on the next one.